Thank you for joining us once again. My name is Sean Bennett. I had a nice sit down in between these matches with head coach Tamara Kura. She was laughing alongside one of her assistant coaches, and we had some good fun because she was saying, "Hey, how do you say my name?" And I said what I thought to be correct. Keep in mind, I have covered this Pinedale Wranglers team about 3, 4, maybe even 5 times. I'm not even sure how many times I've covered them this year. And I said what I thought, or I had been saying all season long. And she told me, no, that is not the correct pronunciation. And she said, I got so many texts last night. I was fielding texts because you were calling me the wrong name. And she was laughing. And as she said that, one of the officials for this match came over and asked her to sign something or fill out her scorecard to its entirety. And she said, thanks, Tom. And one of her assistant coaches said, that's not Tom, it's John. So we had a nice laugh about that. Head coach Tamara Kura will lead her team, hope to lead her team, to Casper, where Jamie Strite and the entire Pinedale team look to get ready here for another match. Their first of the day. This will be Lander's second match of the day, and I talked to head coach Tamara Kura about that and some other things, and I asked, do you think it's an advantage to have played already today? And she said, with no disrespect, obviously she did not mean disrespect in saying this, but she said, I think it would have been an advantage had they not been playing Big Piney, had it been a better matchup or a better match than what they played against Big Piney. It was a 3-set win for Lander and never in doubt, to be honest. I think it was 25-7, 25-8, 25-7. So an easy win, I guess you could say, for Lander. Did not have to exert that much energy behind all of it. But as it stands, Lander is going to play Pinedale for a chance to get to Casper. Both of these teams will have an opportunity to play later today as well. The winner of this match will play in the 3 p.m. third place match. They will play immediately following this match. They will hop right back out on the court, not even need to leave or anything. So for these coaches, obviously they want to win and get to the regionals, or get to the state championships from these regionals. They want to advance. But at the end of the day, they also know that they have to pace themselves. They have to pace themselves because they might be playing 6, might be playing up to 10 consecutive sets if both matches go 5 full sets. So certainly an advantage for Powell as they sit and wait. They lie in wait, I guess you could say, since they are the Panthers. They will wait for the winner to be decided from this match, and then they will hop out on the court, play the third place match to determine which team will be the number 3 seed out of the West and which team will be the number 4. Currently, Douglas and Rollins are in the championship match of the East. Sorry about that. The mic cut out on the PA system, so I was just trying to determine what's going on. So let's go over some Lander starters while we have them. Oh, wait. Actually, we're going to go Lander first. Had some confusion on which team to announce first. Number 10, Demi Stauffenberg. Number 16, Emma Crane. Junior, Abigail Renner. Played a huge role in that first match. Number 3, the libero, Kristen Proctor. Wearing that bright lime green jersey. Savannah West, number 11. McKenna Kale, number 14, the junior. And finally, rounding up that starting lineup, that is number 22, Michaela Harrison, the senior, coached by Marissa Powell. And now for the Pinedale Lady Wranglers starting lineups as their team and their fans get up on their feet. Jamie Strite, number 2, is going to make the start. 5'5" sophomore, number 31, Riley Dowen, who will be wearing the libero jersey today. Katie Hansen. Kylie Hansen, excuse me. They said Katie over the announcer, so I was confused. It's Kylie Hansen, number 10. Number 15, Maggie Mahanovich. Will play a big role in the middle of that offense. Nora Legursky, no surprise. She's going to start on the outside wing of Jamie Streit. Tegan Johnson, one of those happy-go-lucky players, always smiling, seems to be always smiling. She'll make the start, as well as Madison Friend, number 12, the senior, will be the starting lineups. So as both teams get ready to shake hands and get things underway, we're right on schedule. It is 1:30, and we're about to start this match, so we were a little bit ahead of schedule, but they slowed things down in order to get this match going on time. And high fives all around as both teams come together. Both teams will huddle, and we will get set and ready to go. Officials seem to be all set here. Three-man crew of officiating throughout the weekend. Father-daughter duo. And then we had our up official in this match. No relation. As well as our lines. Judges who have been on the line, they've been rotating as well. All right, we're going to start 0-0 on the scoreboard, as is customary. We seem to be all set and ready to go here from Mountain View for a chance to play in Casper next week. Mahanovich sets it over to Streit. Streit gets it right, sent back to her. Streit tried to get it over the net. It was blocked by number 11, Savannah West. And Savannah West, that's how the first point of this set number 1 ends, as Lander takes the advantage. Just dumped over the net there, kept alive. Kristen Proctor, and then it goes over to number 10, Demi Stauffenberg, and Stauffenberg gets on her feet and jumps up and down after getting that point. 2-0 here, Lander with the advantage early in this match. Tegan Johnson sends it over to Mahanovich. Mahanovich sends it over to Streit. Streit cannot finish the point. Taps to the back corner, and that is in play. Tegan Johnson diving for it. And Stauffenberg pumps her fist, and she's excited and ready to play, it seems, as Stauffenberg has finished 2 of the first 3 points off. On the outside, here comes Madison Friend trying to spike this one away. Still alive. And knocked back over from Kristen Proctor. Free ball. Set up in the middle. Streit trying to attack Proctor again. No such luck. Streit sends it over, and not a good decision there, as waiting again was number 10. Demi Stauffenberg coming up huge for the Lander Lady Tigers in the first 4 points. That is out, and that is how Pinedale will get their first point of set number 1. Head coach Diana Timms in the building, as well as her assistant coaches. I've seen some Mountain View players scattered around. I did see Hereford's earlier. And that is out of play off Tegan Johnson. And that will be another Lander Lady Tiger. That is a tongue twister for sure. Point. Mountain View and Lyman all set to play at 4:30 p.m. On the outside, Tegan Johnson spikes it into the corner. A diving effort there from who else but Stauffenberg is not able to save it. So Stauffenberg has been all over the court, all over the action. This was a piece of art. She would have the signature in the bottom corner, because this has been the Stauffenberg versus Streit matchup so far. Streit dives in the corner, in the back left corner. Cannot get to that one, and Lander has another quick point there, and Haley Lido will get on the board, or get into the game for the first time today. Once again, if you have any comments, concerns, something not working, or I'm saying a name wrong, just go onto our YouTube page, go into the video that's going live streaming on YouTube right now, and just leave a comment on the live comments. I have that up, so if anybody wants to talk to me, say something, get a shout out on air, anything like that, go to our YouTube page, mylocalradio.com, where this game is streaming. Kept alive on the outside. Here comes Renner. Renner trying to finish the point, cannot. In the middle, spiked away and way away there from Nora Legursky, and she could not corral that one and put it in play. 7-2 early in this match. Lander has the advantage. Strike comes in, winds up on her butt, but does get it up. Kept alive on the middle and blocked straight back down. I believe that was number 10, Kylie Hansen. It was, and Kylie Hansen gets high fives all around as she will now take the ball and serve. In the back row. Taken on the outside, set up. Tegan Johnson there backing up to receive the spike, and that one is out. Along the baseline, Tegan Johnson went for it and just missed it there. And into the game comes Anna Harbor, checking in for Maggie Mahanovic. Out of the game for the Lander Lady Tigers is Emma Crane. Whitney Hansen checking in. And that is off the net and back on to the Pinedale side. Jamie Strite trying to get instructions out to her team, and head coach Tamara Kura will take a timeout, and so will we on mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back here at Mountain View, Pinedale still in their huddle, but Lander has exited theirs. Both teams look to be ready to go now, and Lander will be the one serving. And that one is out of play, and that's going to be a Lander point. They lead 10-3, so the timeout by Coach Kura not able to stop the run of Lander, and that will, however, as that ball was planted in front of the back line of that Lander defense. And back to serve is Tegan Johnson. One's going to be set up on the outside. Tegan Johnson down to her knees to receive that one. Blocked at the net, straight, and it was a carry. After coming down with the ball, they tried to keep it alive, but they got their palms underneath it. If your palms are open and you hit the ball straight upwards, that is a carry in volleyball terminology. So and that one's going to be a Lander point. The Lander crowd in the top right side of the far bleachers all get to their feet. Sizable Pinedale contingency, a lesser crowd for Lander, but we'll just assume that the Lander crowd are home watching this one on mylocalradio.com. And that one is over the net, and that's going to be a Pinedale point, as Pinedale is able to get that one. Pinedale back to serve. And that is a carry, not able to be handled there from Demi Stauffenberg. As Stauffenberg, the serve was too hot to handle on that one. So it's going to be set up in the middle, pushed onto the Pinedale side. Strite wants it right back. She's going to get the set, and she's going to knock that one off the hands of McKenna Kale and give Pinedale the ball. And that one is into the net, so that'll be a Lander point there. And we'll have some substitutions on the court now. That one is over the net, kept alive, rolled into the corner there. On the outside, swinging for it, and still alive there, Kristen Proctor. Keeps it alive. Strite attacking it. Strite looked like it might have been a carry on Lander, but no call. Still alive, and here comes Lander on the outside, blocked and not able to be pancaked there. Lander comes out with the point. And Lander has the advantage in this match, 13-8 so far. In the middle, Strite attacks it. Strite can almost finish the point there, but did not. And right in between Madison Friend and Nora Legursky, ball winds up in Coach Curra's hands, and that is Lander's ball. This one set up over the net. On the outside, Madison Friend sends it out of play. And Madison Friend could not get that one to go. It is 15-8 here, with Pinedale trailing in set number one. Strite attacks it on the outside. The ball is up and on the outside, and that ball is into the net, and Pinedale gets another point. So 15-9 is the score here. The guests on the scoreboard. Lander leading Pinedale, who's home on the scoreboard. Kept alive on the outside. Looking to go right back to Strite. Who else? And Stauffenberg sends it sky high, and it's somehow received and into the back corner there. Lander playing like they want to be here at this point. They have done everything right. They lead 16-9 in this match. Kept alive. Strite on the outside, going to swing for it. Strite this time makes sure that nobody can return it. She goes off the blockers and out of play. It is 16-10. Lander with a lead. Pinedale trying to keep it close. One over the net onto the Pinedale side, and miscommunication there. Madison Friend and Maggie Mahanovich kind of both in the middle of that one. Neither one advanced towards the ball, and the ball hit the turf, hit the dirt, the hardwood, I guess you could say. And it's 17-10. One's over the net on the Pinedale side. On the outside, attacked. Nora Legursky trying to finish it. Cannot. Back onto the Pinedale side. Mahanovich sets up Strite. Back row attack. Off the blocker up front. And that's going to be a Pinedale point. So Pinedale finds the advantage there. Ball up and over the net there onto the Pinedale side. Tapped over the net, tried to be dumped over, and Did not fool Lander. Set up on the outside and blocked. Back onto the Lander side, and that's going to be a carry, and that will be Pinedale ball. Ball is kept alive from Lander on the outside. Kept alive. Strite's going to have to run for this one. They almost set Strite too often there, as she was the one who got the first ball over, and she was still well out of the play. And she is set, and there is a touch at the net. That is going to be a Pinedale point there. Pinedale trying to close this deficit. They trail 17-13 in this match. Over on the Pinedale side, swinging and connecting is Nora Legursky. Nora Legursky finishes off that point, and a timeout from Marissa Powell. We will take a timeout as well on mylocalradio.com.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
Back here where Pinedale has shrunken the deficit. They now trail 17-14 here. Lander leading. Ball teams out on the court, ready to get action underway. Warland is back up in the bleachers in front of us, and girls are obviously heartbroken, and some of the fans still here from Warland. Just making sure that everyone is okay. Well, I just want to say, if you're from the Warland area, make sure you give a shout out to these girls, these Warland volleyball players. They came here and they really played their guts out. They played their hearts out. And I know a lot of them are crying because some of their volleyball careers are over in high school, and maybe they won't see their friends as much as they're used to, seeing them every day at practice or such. But these Warland players really did deserve to be here, and they had a great time doing it. So if you're in the Warland area, you see any of the volleyball players, if you're a student at Warland, make sure that you congratulate the girls on a well-done season, because they really earned a spot here and had a hard-fought loss against Powell, but not everyone can advance, unfortunately. It's 19-14. Lander leads in this match. Ball set up on the outside, Tegan Johnson. On the other side, that was Renner. Nora Legursky tried to attack it. She was blocked at the net by McKenna Kale. And McKenna Kale gets a huge hug from some of her teammates. And a timeout, Tamara Kira. We're going to take a timeout too on mylocalradio.com. Please join us after this commercial break.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
20-14 is the score here in Mountain View, where Lander has a 6-point advantage. At the net, it is sent back onto the Pinedale side, and out of play, 21-14, Lander with the point and the advantage there. Blocked at the net there. What a play, Maggie Mahanovic. Yeah, and that's what it was going to be, because Maggie Mahanovic was right on the net, and it looked like she was just setting that ball straight upwards. You are not allowed to reach over the net. You are not able to reach over the net and touch the ball if the other team is trying to get it. You can get it if it's on top of the net, but the blocker there from Lander just kind of stole that one away from Mahanovic. So much so that she didn't even know the ball was coming because she was facing the wrong way. 21-15, another point there for Lander as they're making it look good here in set number 1. Using that experience of having played earlier today to their advantage. Blocked at the net, kept alive. On the outside, tipped over the net. Diving in is a Pinedale Wrangler. Kept alive, Tegan Johnson sends it over to Mahanovic. Mahanovic sends it to the middle. That was Legursky. His Lander team never quits on a ball, at least from this first set. They have been everywhere on this court, and Maggie Mahanovic, or excuse me, Nora Legursky with the kill there. Nora Legursky gets that one to drop. And it is 22-16. (23-16) here, the lead for Lander. They lead by a touchdown, if we were talking football. Slam down from Jamie Strite. She's not wanting to end this first set and trail in this match. Jamie Strite closing the gap a little bit further. 23-17 is the lead here. Lander with the advantage, and that's off the hands of Haley Lytle. I think it's Lytle. 23-18 is the score. Back to serve once again is Pinedale. That one creeps over the net. Kept alive, Lander diving in his strike. She's going to have to get up, and she is taken down by a teammate, and that's unfortunate. Jamie Strite dove for it. She was on the ground, and Maggie Mahanovic came over to set the ball, and she knew that she was by Jamie Strite on the ground. But when Jamie Strite was getting up, she knocked over her own teammate. They both came collapsing down. Ball was blocked at the net, and it landed right in front of him. Jamie Strite was on the ground on top or underneath another teammate, so she was not able to get up and save that one. So set point here for Lander. Kristen Proctor sends it over. On the outside, Strite blocked, and they're not going to say that touched a Lander player, and that's how the first set ends, 25-18. Let's see what head coach Tamara Cura has to say about this second set, as it appears right now that Lander, Lander did take the first set. It appears that they are ready to play here in Mountain View for a chance to get to Casper next week. Join us when we return on MyLocalRadio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Back here in Mountain View, the second of two Consolation semifinals. Powell defeated Worland earlier. And as I said, Worland certainly deserved to be here. They were a very competitive match in our first semifinal. A willing opponent, as some of the Worland players and the Powell players hug it out on the far sideline, as Worland, their season has come to an end, but they were a valiant fighter here in Mountain View, and they fought their hearts out in an interesting match against Powell. Two Northwest teams that, just the way the bracket broke down, it was the number 1 and 2 teams out of the Northwest in the semifinal. We have two number 3 seeds in the other semifinal. So, unfortunate that Worland's season is over, but both Lander and Pinedale are going to try their best to make sure their season doesn't end right here. And Tegan Johnson went all the way to the backboard to get that one, the basketball backboard that is firmly planted in the ground here, not one of the movable ones, and that is going to be a Lander point to start set number 2. And that's another Lander point right there. Lander with a 2-0 advantage early in set number 2. On the outside, Strite attacks it. Ball is still kept alive and blocked at the net. Back onto the Lander side. Mahanovic is going to set wide to Strite, and Strite sets it right at Proctor. In the middle, attacked and sent right back down. Everything going Lander's way right now as Savannah West has been big in the middle for that defense. On the outside, and that is Jamie Strite once again. Jamie Strite putting her name on this match, putting her symbol on the court. Might just be a symbol of a dent in the court after Jamie Strite has been pounding the floor with some pretty vicious kills today, as she has been doing all weekend, to be honest. 3-1, that is Pinedale's first point here of the second set. Ball rolls over the net. Still alive. Strite, good reactions, keeps it alive. Stepping back to receive it there. And unfortunately for Pinedale, Jamie Strite was not expecting the ball to come her direction. That was Roxanne Rogers. Haven't seen her in this tournament. The freshman getting some run time here in this semifinal match with everything on the line. In the middle, kept alive. Pushed to the back line, and that is a perfect placement again. That is just something that Lander has used to their advantage. That was number 22, McKaylee Harrison. And Pinedale head coach Tamara Cura is going to call her first timeout of this second set. A set in which her team trails 5-1, and this will give us a chance to talk about some of our sponsors. Sponsoring this 3A West Volleyball Regional, amongst other sponsors, Ready Services. Ready Services wishes good luck to all the athletes. Our best days lie in our future, serving all of your industrial needs with locations in Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, and Texas. That's ReadyServicesLLC.com. REDI ServicesLLC.com. First Bank, a division of Glacier Bank. First Bank with branches in Wyoming and Utah. Banking was never easier. Visit a First Bank branch today. So, head coach Curra's timeout there seemed to have worked, as out of the timeout, Pinedale gets the first point, cuts the deficit to 5-2. On the outside, and that is out of play there. Lander, all 6 players on the court, motioning to the official. They wanted a touch on that one, but no Pinedale player touched it, so it is still Pinedale point. 5-3 here. Lander, and now 5-4 after a vicious block in the middle there. See if that energizes the team there, as Kylie Hansen, the sophomore, 5'9", playing like a senior with that block. Rounds into the net, and it falls back on the Pinedale side. A service error will give Lander their first point in a while here. 6-4, Lander still leads. That one's over the net. Strike goes right off of Haley Lytle, the freshman setter. I was going to say the setter, I should say. The freshman setter for Lander. One of 3 freshmen on the roster. Stauffenberg, Whitney Hansen, and Lytle, all freshmen for this Lander team. Stauffenberg and Haley Lytle both play very often here, so bright futures ahead. Kept alive there. On the outside, Keegan Johnson. Over the net, still in play. And back to the Lander side. And Jamie Strite was diving in the back line. Maggie Vahanovic in front of her took the ball and set it into no man's land. 7-5, Lander with the advantage. Set number 2, Lander has a 1-set advantage. Vahanovic on the outside, and that is out of play. It's 2 o'clock here in Mountain View. Right on schedule, moving along. Here we have Powell and the winner of this match playing up next. And then Mountain View and Lyman to play following that on mylocalradio.com. That serve is out of play and out of bounds. And it is 9-5 as Lander lets that one go. A good decision, as that was out of bounds. Still alive. On the outside, serving. Spiking it, excuse me. Blocked at the net, tipped away, and that is going to be a Lander point. They lead 10-5 here in this match. So let's see what head coach Curra has to say with her team here, trying to inspire her team, and she gets up off the bench and looks for a substitution after that was a miss-hit there. Checking out is Madison Friend. Into the match is Savannah Criddle, the junior. And that is again off of Pinedale and out of play, so we are increasingly looking like we might get a Lander versus Powell third place matchup, unless Pinedale can turn around here in set number 2. Don't want to go down 2-0. Nobody has come back from 2-0 in this 3A West volleyball tournament so far. And Pinedale doesn't even want to try to be the first. They would rather just win this second set and tie things up at 1. I believe we've only had one 4-set match as well. Or actually, we had two. We had one. We had the last match of the day. Powell and Mountain View went to 4. I forgot that Powell took one of those sets, and that is going to be a Pinedale point there as they get that one over the net. 13-6, the score here. And the rotation error. A rotation mistake will take the point away from Pinedale before it's even put in play. Head coach Kura and the official having a long discussion here, trying to get the correct description, the correct substitution, I believe. It is a Lander point as of right now, and let's see if it gives it back to Pinedale or what is going on. The ref will go over to head coach Marissa Powell. She's probably not going to like this explanation. It most likely is going to be a Pinedale point. And it will be, or not a Pinedale point, just a restart of the previous point. So, shout out to our third official who is off to the side and was helping out her father. Came in and discussed it over with him. So, he might have just had something wrong, or Tamara Kura might have made a substitution that changed the rotation a bit. 13-6 still remains the score here. Blocked at the net, and that is going to be a Pinedale point. So let's see if that injects some life into Pinedale as they trail 13-7 here. Looking to extend this second set and get back into the lead or try to tie it up. That one's off the chest of a Lander defender. Kept alive, Mahanovic going to set it up right in the middle to Legursky. Blocked at the net, still alive. Streit swings at it. And that one's pushed to the back line there. Kept alive, Mahanovic gets out of the way. And what a play from Pinedale! 3 players on the court, still alive! Dowen steps in front of Streit to take it. On the outside, Streit's going to push it to the back corner. What an effort, what a rally here for Pinedale, and it's going to fall right in front of Tegan Johnson. But Pinedale had no business being in that rally. After 3 immaculate dive and chances to finish the point, Pinedale said, yeah, this point's not over. A pancake. 3 players dove on the court at once. Maggie Mahanovic dove and then had to cover her head because another player came diving in above her. So it's just an all-out effort here for head coach Kura's squad. But her team unfortunately trails 15-7 in set 2. So effort is not just enough in this semifinal winner-take-all match, unfortunately. As Lander continues to roll once again with another ace. On the outside, Mahanovic keeps it alive. Rolls over the net. Mahanovic tries to dump it over. Stauffenberg right by Tegan Johnson into that Powell team waiting in that top left corner bleachers, and head coach Kura will call her final timeout of the second set. 17-7 is the score. Join us after this commercial break.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Back here in Mountain View, where these two teams are fighting here, battling, I should say, maybe is a better word, a better description for it. Battling for that fourth and final spot amongst these two teams in order to get to the regionals, from the regionals to the state playoffs. And that's going to be a Lander point there. Lander serves it over. Strite from the back row attacks it, stepping in. This one's going to be set up for Stauffenberg on the outside. Tegan Johnson is there. Dowen comes in. Third ball, and Dowen put it into no man's land. And Nora Legursky was following her, so she had to vacate that middle area, and then on the right side, they just didn't have a player rotate fast enough. 19-7, and that one goes into the net on the serve, and is out of play. 19-8. 19-8 is the score in this second set. Lander on top of Powell, on top of Pinedale, trying to play Powell in the next matchup following this match immediately after. 20-8, the score now. Lander making this set not that close. Pulling away and breaking it open here. Lander as they make a substitution. Haley checks out. Proctor serving. Mahanovic in the middle. Legursky. Setups on the outside. The set came from the right side, went all the way cross court to the left side. And Stauffenberg said, "Take that, please and thank you." 21-8. Lander 4 points away from victory here in set number 2. And the set there from Mahanovic goes wayward. And that is going to be another Lady Tiger point here. Lady Wranglers seem to be lost here in set number 2. They'll need to rebound in set number 3 if they want to stay alive in their season. On the outside, staying alive, Tegan Johnson. Tegan Johnson on the other side, blocked and still alive momentarily, but it hits the ground, and that's a Lander point. Lander 23-8. They are leading in this one. Serve from Proctor directly into the net on a line drive. (23-9). Pinedale going to try to fight their way through this final set. The down official is not even facing the right way right now. The play is going on. And I think he turned around when the play was nearly over. It's 23-9. Make it 24-9 now as Lander has set point in set number 2. I think the chair umpire, the chair official, blew his whistle prematurely before that last point, because I was watching the down official was talking to the scorer's table for about almost the entirety of that point. He turned around right when he was finishing, so lucky that no net violation or anything occurred, or a tip violation, because he would not have been able to see it. with his back turned. Pinedale survives match point number 1. They'll have to win the next 15 points to avoid defeat here in set 2. On the outside, tipped over the net. Blocked, strike, keeps it in play. And that's a Pinedale point. So Pinedale, they've saved 2 of, well, they'll need to save 15 if they want to even this set up. Would really be an immaculate comeback, but 2 of 15 down for head coach Kura, and that one is off the blocker of Mahanovic, and that is how the set will end as it goes wide of play on the Pinedale side. And that set ends 25-11. Head coach Kura will head over, mark her starters for the next set. She kind of lets out a big sigh. She's going to need her team to pick it up here if they want to advance to Casper next weekend. Get you all the action on mylocalradio.com. We are going to take a commercial break and come right back.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Well, after 2 sets, color me a little bit surprised, but Pinedale is trailing 2 sets to none, and it hasn't been all that close. At least that second set was not close. They lost that one 25-11. They will try their best. They will try their best to stick around here and keep their season alive. Just got a text from head coach Breesha Hansen of the Lyman Eagles. They'll be coming around 3 o'clock to watch the semifinal match, or not the semifinal, the 3rd place match, and then they'll be ready to play in the championship match against Mountain View. I've seen some Mountain View players scattered around the gym. It is their home gym as the Herefords are actually, just as I say that, walking along the baseline. So, the championship teams seem to be ready to go here. The Herefords have been here for the majority of the day, so you can tell how much of volleyball fans they are. Just interested in watching some good old-fashioned volleyball matches with everything on the line between these two teams. Head coach Kura just kind of looking down her bench, talking to her assistant coach and trying to come up with a plan, any plan, to stay alive in their season. Mandy Briscoe and Jennifer Wilkinson are the assistant coaches for Pinedale. Assistant coaches are Cassie Jarvis, Sammy McRae and Tiffany Stauffenberg for Lander. And that one is in play, and Pinedale will get their first point of set number 3. Serve inbounds. Stauffenberg gets set. Kept alive, though. Tegan Johnson, a nice effort. On the outside, going to be set up here and put away. Lander on the board. All tied at 1. Lander and Pinedale fighting for one final spot. And Pinedale has a narrow 2-1 advantage here in set number 3. Regional action between these two teams. And that is out of play. Out of bounds there. As Pinedale and their fans try to get into things here. Leading set number 3, 3-1 early. Needing to win a set to advance in this match to a 4th set. And that is off the hands of McKaylee Harrison and out of play. So that is a point for Pinedale, and that is point number 4 for Pinedale. So Pinedale making it look good, making it look easy so far. Kept alive, in the middle, blocked away. And over the net, Proctor dives in to keep it alive. Tegan Johnson's going to spike it. No touch on that one, well out of play. And it's 4-2. Lander serving. Over the net, kept alive there on the outside, and Strite dives, makes a dive and saves it. Tapped over by Tegan Johnson. At the net there, that's going to be a Pinedale point. Mahanovic very close to touching the net. Or actually, that might have been Nora Legursky. Nora Legursky very close to touching the net on that one. She did not, though. Poked it over, and it's a 5-2 lead for Pinedale. And that one, a mistake there for Pinedale. Kylie Hansen just kind of stuck up her fist and tried to punch the ball back towards the net, but it rarely goes your way, or the way that you're planning when you try something like that. So 5-3 the lead here for Lander. The home team, 5-3 lead for Pinedale. The home team on the scoreboard, Lander. The guests on the scoreboard have a 2-0 lead in sets as that one goes directly into the net. And that's another point for Pinedale. So Tegan Johnson to serve with a 6-3 advantage in this set. That one goes over the net. Kept alive on the outside, tapped away. And that is Abigail Renner who finishes the point for Lander. So Abigail Renner says, hey, not so fast. I don't want to lose this set for my team. 6-4, the lead very early in this third set. About midway through, or possibly 2/3 of the way done with this match, depending on which team you're rooting for. Strite swings, Strite connects, Strite puts it right on the back line. A great play there. Nora Legursky will substitute out. And back into the game is Roxanne Rogers, the freshman, to serve. So Roxanne Rogers doesn't get a lot of playing time, or didn't in the regular season, but she's getting some playing time today. Trying something different is head coach Tamara Kura. That one is up, kept alive, tapped over the net, and still in. That is a point for Maggie Mahanovic. and the Pinedale Wranglers. Eight to 4 in this match, and a mishit there from freshman Roxanne Rogers causes the ball to go into the net. She will check out, and back into the game is Nora Legursky. Going to the back row and going to take the set is Jamie Strite. Jamie Strite doing everything in her power to keep this as close as possible. Her team leads 9-5, but trails 2 sets to love. This one floats over the net. Tapped over. Strite takes the first ball. She wants it right back. She will get it right back and slaps it over the block. Jamie Strite, attempt number 3 in this point, in this rally. She'll get number 4 here, and this time she does not miss. It goes off the hands of McKaylee Harrison and into the bleachers, so it's 10-5. Head coach Kerr up off the bench. Seems to be pleased with at least the way this set is going. Maybe not the match overall, but her team has shown a lot of fight here in this third set. Mahanovich, Strite, living and dying by the hands of Jamie Strite right now is Pinedale. Kept alive there. Tegan Johnson, third ball being pushed over. Everyone's moved back into position. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds. Lander saves it. Mahanovich back sets this time and just missed the outside. The baseline there was Kylie Hansen, and Kylie Hansen bats her chest, says, "My bad." The sophomore has plenty of mistakes to be made, but she's only a sophomore, so she has plenty of future for this team. One of the better players on this Pinedale roster. Kept alive there momentarily. A diving effort from Mahanovich is not able to save it, and quickly Lander on a mini run of their own. 10-7 in this one. Lander trailing 11-7 in this set, leading 2-0 in sets, however. Ball is tapped over, kept alive on the outside, swinging for it, and tapped back over from Hansen. Stauffenberg to Strite. Strite takes the first ball, going to be set up wide to Tegan Johnson. Tegan Johnson's blocked at the net and slapped back to the other side, and that's a Pinedale point right in front of that Lander bench. Their fans have had a lot to cheer about so far as they lead 12-7 in this third set. Lander, though, not going to give up. The ball does hit the backboard, so it is out of play if it hits the backboard. And it is 12-8. Lander not giving up yet. They have a small contingent of fans who have made the long trip. They're trying to hope that trip pays off. As if they win, they are in the state championships in Casper next week. On the outside, kept alive. Rolled over the net there, and that will be a point right in front of Maggie Mahanovich in the back line and Tegan Johnson. And quickly, head coach Kerr gets another man off the bench. This time it is McKinley Bolter, the sophomore, into the match for the first time. So changing some things up, changing some rotations, trying to see what works. And it is out, just missed on that far sideline, that far baseline. And it's 12-10. Lander serving, down by 2. And that ball is carried there. And Legursky pats her chest and says, "Hey, that was my ball. Sorry about that, but that was mine." It's 12-11 here. Lander, the lead, the deficit for Lander has shrunk to 1. They're hoping to tie it up on this point. Rolled over the net. Proctor Renner. Straight back row attack. Still alive momentarily, and that's over the net. And tapped back down by Kylie Hansen of Pinedale. Kylie Hansen has come up big in the later stages of this match. Two teammates collide for Pinedale, but it seems to work out as that was Maggie Mahanovich who kind of just jumped in front of strike, took the ball, slapped it to the back line, and that baseline was open. 14-11 is the lead for Pinedale in this set. Over the net, kept alive. This one's going to be set long and still alive. Third ball needing to be put over from Proctor. She gets it to Dowen. Strite, back row attack. On the outside. Strite, number 2 to number 2. That was Renner to Strite. Strite jumps up, pumps her fist after her teammates get a point there. And a timeout Lander. So the crowd of Pinedale all on their feet trying to make as much noise as possible. Pinedale leads 15-11. This will give us a chance to talk about some of our sponsors as well. If you're hungry for lunch, go to Jimmy John's today. They are always freaky fast and freaky fresh. Jimmy John's with locations in Evanston and Rock Springs. We deliver to your house, your hotel, your room, or your office. Or if you're in the Mountain View gym, just call in Evanston Jimmy John's and say, hey, I would like a Jimmy John's sandwich, and they'll deliver here. So there you go. Busy Bee Arts and Crafts, Kitty Corner across the street from Pizza Hut in Mountain View. Join us today until 6 p.m. for a make and take day. If you want to make something, maybe you're from the opposing towns or if you're making the trip here for the regionals, just come by at Busy Bee Arts and Crafts. It's a make and take day. You can make something and take it home with you. 15-11, Pinedale leading. On the outside, and that's going to be attacked and connected there from the newly entered McKinley Bolter. McKinley Bolter uses her newfound playing time in this match to her advantage. Maybe proves that head coach Tamara Kura knows what she's doing as she puts in Bolter, and Bolter gets a point. Out of bounds there, and that's a Lander point once again. And another Pinedale point there as they get on their feet and get loud here. 17-12 is the score. Pinedale enjoying a 1-point advantage. Diving effort from Lander to keep it alive, and Strite, did she keep it up? She did. And that is sent over from Hansen. Or Legursky. It was a 1-9, not 1-0 on her jersey. Kept alive there from Pinedale. They use the net to their advantage as it bounces off the net. And that's off the hands of Bolter, and it goes into their own bench. So that's a point for Lander and a 17-13 deficit for Lander as they try to become the second Northwest team to advance in the final of 4. Currently we have Mountain View and Lyman out of the Southwest and one Northwest team. Powell has advanced. Lander, the number 3 seed out of the Northwest, against Pinedale, the number 3 seed out of the Southwest. So it hasn't been chalk all so far, as we will have a number 3 seed of the South or Northwest advance. And that is straight through the defense, and it lands in play there. It's an 18-14 lead for Pinedale. So Pinedale trying to stick around, trying to finish out this set. And after this set, we'll have to see how this energy comes out for Pinedale, if they can regain what they've been showing here in this third set and make this a full 5-set match. Kept alive and long enough where it's sent off of Haley Lytle and out of bounds and out of play. 19-14 here. In the middle, tapped over the block of Jamie Strite. And Lander, let's see if they can make a run here. Pinedale 6 points away from winning this set. However, Pinedale only leads 19-15, so it is still anybody's set here. Strite on the outside, swinging, connected there. On the outside, Stauffenberg going for it and off the hands of Strite. Too hot for Strite, the sophomore. $19 to 16, excuse me. I think I said 19-6. 19-16 in this third set. Over the net, back onto the Pinedale side. Free ball coming over to Strite on the far side. And right there for a double block is McKenna Kao and McKaylee Harrison. And a timeout, Tamara Cura. Sensing maybe the momentum shifting, she's going to take a timeout, and so will we on mylocalradio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Back here in Mountain View, where Pinedale has a 19-17 advantage in set number 3. However, Pinedale trails 2 sets to love. You need to win 3 sets in Wyoming volleyball. 19-17 advantage. And that is off a block and out of bounds. And it's 19-18, so head coach Cura's timeout didn't seem to work, at least out of the first point of this timeout, as Lander gets another point. 19-18, Lander trails, looking to even up this match. And that one is in for Pinedale, so that's a run killer there. It is 20-18. Right on schedule. We are right on schedule right now. Might be a little bit delayed for our third place and championship match if Pinedale is able to win this set. But head coach Cura would be more than glad to play a full 5 sets here, win, and then play immediately following against Powell. Strite off the block and well out of play. A couple of players go running up the bleachers for Lander. Abigail Renner not able to get to it. Not able to control it. 21-18, serving Roxanne Rogers, the freshman. Able to put it in play. Tipped over the block, pancake, kept alive. Third ball is needing to be powered over. There was a line drive there. A valiant effort from Anna Harbor, the junior, but just missed on that one. (21-19), Pinedale leads in set number 3, but trails 2 sets to none. Trying to extend this one just a little bit more. On the outside, Strite swinging for it. Might have been blocked. Might have just hit the net. I think it was blocked, but it is 21-20. Lander leads 2 sets to love. They need 5 points to win the match before Pinedale can get to 25, win by 2. Pinedale trying to crawl into this match any way they can. They don't want their season to end. The winner to Casper. The loser's season is done. That one's over the net and in play. Mahanovic going to set this up wide to Streit. Streit is blocked at the net, kept alive. Mahanovic taps it over into the back line. Tegan Johnson comes over, collides with one of her teammates. Streit. And yes, they're going to say that Streit touched it twice. It was a double touch. And it's 21 apiece in set number 3. Lander has come all the way back and tied this one up. They want to play Powell. That's not the way to do it, as that's served right into the net, a service error, and it's 22-21. Head coach Marissa Powell, cool, calm, collected in the back line of her defense, trying to direct her team around. Tegan Johnson takes that one, tapped over, free ball coming in for Lander, and it's just slapped over with one hand there. That might have been hard to swallow for head coach Curra and the Pinedale Wranglers, because McKaylee Harrison literally just open hand slapped the ball across the net, and it was so unexpected that it worked. Streit blocked at the net, kept alive. Mahanovic. Streit takes the second ball, sets it up wide, kept alive. Third ball coming over, tapped at the net. Tegan Johnson, Mahanovic, going to set it wide to Streit again. Streit taps it over the block, and that works. A diving effort, not quite enough from Demi Stauffenberg, the freshman for Lander. 23-22, Pinedale leads. First one to 25, win by 2. And that one is straight out of bounds, and we have a set point for Pinedale. Timeout, Marissa Powell. Marissa Powell will take a timeout. Her team trailing 24-22. But even if Pinedale is to win this set, they will still have 2 sets, up to 2 sets, and they have to just win one. They won the first 2 sets. Second set was not close, but this third set has been. It's 24-22. And this will give us time to thank some of our advertisers. Morgan Valley Polaris. Morgan Valley Polaris, when you still need Husqvarna equipment, visit Morgan Valley Polaris. If you need still or Husqvarna equipment, visit Morgan Valley Polaris. Large selections, great prices, and financing available. Well, the loser of this match might stop the Crazy 8 Cafe on the way home. Crazy 8 Cafe, recognized for serving one of the top 2 chicken fried steaks in all of Wyoming. It's a family restaurant serving American cuisine. Make sure you eat at the Crazy 8 Cafe in Mountain View when you're in town. Kept alive there on the outside. Set point here for Pinedale. Kept alive, pancaked, sent to the back corner of Lander's defense. In play, Proctor on the outside, Stauffenberg into the net. It was blocked, still alive somehow, some way. And it is off of Pinedale, and that's a Powell, a Lander point, who is trying to play Powell. Lander, I don't know how they're still in that point, but it seemed like it ended 4 times for both teams. But both teams, pancakes for both teams in the same rally, and both teams ready and willing to compete there. 24-23, Pinedale leads. Both teams going to talk over the strategy here, as it's simple. Pinedale gets this point. They are in this match trailing 2-1 in sets. If Lander wins this point, things have gotten really interesting, as we played a 25, win by 2, so it'll be the first team to get 2 points in a row will be the winner of this set. Lander needs 1 set to win the match. Mahanovic, Johnson rolls it over the net. On the outside, it's coming to Renner. Tegan Johnson's going to elevate off the block, kept alive. Communication from Lander as that one goes over the net. Sent backwards and just pushed over the net. Free ball here for Lander, going to be slapped up in the middle. Kept alive, third ball needing some power to get under. It is under. And Renner's going to swing again. Was it touched? And it is okay, we're going to have a discussion here. Everyone from the Lander bench and the sideline got up immediately. They said that there was no touch. All of the coaches immediately started pointing to the line judge. She did have a touch at the net. And we are tied at 24. First one to get 2 points in a row will win this set. And that's one for Pinedale. They will serve for the third set here, leading 25-24. And probably no one else you want serving if you are Pinedale than Riley Dowen, your sophomore libero. Liberos are usually known for their serving. She gets it over. Proctor, the other libero, receives it. Renner sends it to the back corner. Strite is there. On the outside, Tegan Johnson swinging for it. On the outside, Renner gets another chance. Blocked. Renner keeps it alive. Push to the back line. Dowen saves it. Tegan Johnson mishits it, and Tegan Johnson kind of had to run in at the last moment to get that one. It was a little in front of her, and Tamara Kura turns up, smiling, looking up at the cameras up here and just kind of shakes her head, and you can tell she's enjoying this third set. 25 all. Can imagine being a coach or a supporter of either of these teams right now, and that's off the block of Lander and out of play. 26-25. Pinedale serving for the third set again. Another set point. I believe if my count is correct, this is set point number 5. Blocked at the net. Renner, she's going to get another opportunity. Second time is not a charm. It still is in play. Kept alive there. Ball's going to go over the net on the Pinedale side. A little miscommunication there. Free ball coming into Powell for Lander. Strite. Mahanovic in the middle. Kept alive. Renner, can she finish this point? Tegan Johnson receives it. Tegan Johnson spikes it. Not able to finish it. On the outside, and right by Tegan Johnson, diving for that one, barely missed it. And it's 26-26. Lofted over the net. Dowen steps in to receive the serve. Strite from the back row. On the outside, tipped over the net. Tegan Johnson. Kept alive. Tegan Johnson again. We're all tied at 26. Have to win by 2. Down the sideline. In play. Strite. Mahanovic. Johnson. Off the blocker and out of play. Oops. Tegan Johnson serving for the set again. Blocked at the net on the Pinedale side, and that's not going to do it on that point. And we are again tied at 27. 27 all in the third set. Pinedale wins, we will play a fourth set. Lander wins, we will have Lander versus Powell in the third place match. And that is an ace. The biggest ace of the season for Abigail Renner and the Lander Lady Tigers, as they have set and match point. Tegan Johnson coming in. Strite pushes it to the back row. Kept alive. Looking to finish this match off. Mahanovic, Strite, slaps at it on the outside. And that is right in front of Tegan Johnson, and that's how the match will end. And Lander is your fourth and final team to get to Casper. Michaela Harrison, the senior, capitalizes and finishes the match in 3 sets. A disappointing finish for head coach Tamara Kura and the Pinedale Lady Wranglers, as her team will come over and Shake the hands of the referees. Good sportsmanship, and Jamie Strite is in tears. And what a finish here as Lander is through, and Lander, well, as if it didn't get any more emotional for Lander knowing that they're in the state championships next week in Casper. They immediately have to replay another match on the court. Powell will step on the court, and Lander will play Powell in the third place match of this regional action. I'm going to flip the stream to the third place match. So if you're interested in more post-game reaction and preview of the Lander versus Powell third place game, it's not a semifinal, a third place matchup, tune into that stream on mylocalradio.com right now. We will return shortly from Mountain View for more volleyball action.